Why Kylie and Kendall Jenner skipped Brody Jenner's wedding. Inside the family rift that runs deeper than we knew. When Brody Jenner tied the knot at a beautiful ceremony held at the Thompson family's Malibu home, two notable names were missing from the guest list. His famous half-sisters, Kylie and Kendall Jenner. Though their absence was initially shrugged off by some as a scheduling conflict, sources close to the family have shed new light on why the sisters were nowhere to be seen, despite being perfectly able to attend. According to an insider speaking with the U.S. Sun, Kylie and Kendall could have easily joined the celebration. The wedding was local, the weather was perfect, and the sisters had no major professional obligations clashing that weekend. Yet, they made the deliberate choice not to go, a decision that reveals a complex family dynamic that has lingered in the shadows for years. The root of this estrangement reportedly stretches back decades, tied to the long-standing tension between their mother, Kris Jenner, and Brody's mom, Linda Thompson. The fallout from Kris and Caitlyn Jenner's relationship, and its messy end, left deep scars that trickled down to their children. When the siblings were trying to build relationships, Brody would often fall back into this narrative of blaming Kris for everything, the source explained, hinting that every effort to create a closer bond was overshadowed by unresolved bitterness from the past. It appears Brody, now in his early 40s, has struggled to fully let go of resentment over family history, particularly when it comes to Kris Jenner's role in how things turned out. Linda and Kris have reportedly held sour feelings for each other for decades, according to the insider, feelings that never completely faded, even after so much time. The result? A complicated family map where half-siblings feel more like distant relatives, bound by blood but separated by years of emotional baggage. Interestingly, the source noted that Kendall has at times tried to stay connected to her dad's side of the family. She's attended occasional gatherings and kept communication lines somewhat open. But it seems that Kylie has found it harder to bridge that divide. Kylie has admitted to friends she just feels like a stranger in the Jenner family unit, the insider revealed. She has nothing in common with them. She feels her place is as part of the Kardashians. It's understandable. Kylie grew up deeply embedded in the Kardashian world. Her sisters Kourtney, Kim, and Khloe are constant fixtures in her life and business. She's built her billion-dollar beauty empire largely alongside her Kardashian sisters, who have shared in both her triumphs and controversies. For Kylie, these bonds are simply stronger and more central to her identity than any connection to the Jenner side. There's also the issue of fame and attention. Another source previously told TMZ that both Kylie and Kendall worried their presence at Brody's wedding might steal the spotlight from the couple's special day. Given how the media tends to obsess over the youngest Jenner sisters, particularly Kylie, whose every move makes headlines, the fear wasn't unfounded. They thought it was Brody and Tia's moment, the source said, suggesting the sisters chose to step back rather than risk overshadowing them. This incident highlights something fans often forget. Even the most public of celebrity families can have private fractures, unseen by cameras but deeply felt behind closed doors. While the Kardashians and Jenners share plenty of lavish vacations, red carpet moments, and family photo ops, the ties between the two sides of the family aren't always as close as they might seem. Brody, for his part, has spoken candidly in the past about feeling like an outsider. In older interviews, he's discussed how he wasn't particularly close to Kendall and Kylie while growing up, partly because they were raised in a very different environment. While Brody spent much of his youth outside the reality TV bubble, Kendall and Kylie were living under the constant lens of keeping up with the Kardashians. The hope, of course, is that time might eventually heal these wounds. Weddings, birthdays, and other milestones sometimes bring estranged family members together again. But in this case, the divide seems to run too deep, at least for now. As Brody starts this new chapter with his wife, fans can't help but wonder whether the Jenner half-siblings might one day find common ground. Until then, the wedding that could have been a rare family reunion remains another reminder of just how complicated life can be, even for those who seem to have it all.